There it
Yay.
is. So then I'll have to figure out what to do once it stops. I don't know if it goes right to YouTube.
Oh yeah, yeah. Maybe Astra might be able to help you with that.
Yeah.
And I think she's on a learning curve as well with this, isn't she?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so she'll be able to. She might have already by the time, yeah, maybe later on because she's doing stuff now, isn't she?
Right. Well, it'll be nice to have a recording of this because, people could watch it at any time and see and get result,
Yeah, exactly.
get the feel of it.
Yeah. Woohoo! We're all moving and shaking, hey? Look at us hanging out on Google.
I know.
Oh, so
Cool.
funny. The
It's,
technology, it's like, what? You know? Yeah.
sort of like so many places to go with it. That's where I get overwhelmed sometimes. I think, oh, I could do this or that or this or that. There's so many different options.
Yeah, yeah. I think sometimes I think that's the problem is, what do we do? Where will I go? How will I do it? Whatever, you know. And I think sometimes you just pick something and say, well, I'm going to do that. And
Right.
if it doesn't work, then I'll do something else,
Yeah.
because you can't do everything.
I know. Yeah.
The problem. And then we feel scattered. And so people aren't coming to us because our energy is,
I know. I think that's where I'm at right now. I
yeah. I was listening to a lady do she was a friend of mine. She does angel card readings,
yeah.
and that's something that she said. She was saying, like if you like say, for instance, I want to give you instructions to do something, I come in and I say these are the instructions, and that's what you have to do. And so then you're clear, and you go, okay. So if we don't give clear instructions to the universe, how is it supposed to give us what we want back?
I know. It's so true.
I was like, yeah, you're so right. And it is. It's hard to you know to get there. And you're
Yeah.
there for the moment, are you?
Yeah. I
Mm.
I've been working with Jessica. Do you know Jessica from Soul Shakers?
Yes, I think so. Is she a medium?
She's a medium,
Yes.
psychic, whatever, and she
Yeah.
makes most of her money from her blogging website. Like she created a website with using videos and is able to monetize it. So I've been working with her to try to do similar thing.
Yeah.
But she was so great. I emailed her, was like, I'm feeling like I'm spinning my wheels and I don't know if I'm doing this right. And I don't know if
Yeah.
what is the best use of my time. And um, anyway, she sent back a long email and saying she'd been there for sure and, keep hanging in there. And she had suggestions. She's working with a few coaches, which I don't really want to spend a lot of money on coaches, but
Yeah.
there's one she said in particular that she thought would be a good match. That it's a group thing as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have a conversation with this coach next week to see, because I do feel like having someone to help guide me, like would feel good right now. Because
Yeah.
I know the soul is sort of where it's at, but
It's also, I think it's kind of like a mix of both, nearly.
yeah, exactly.
Because although we can make decisions like we do, and we do make decisions from that place, and like it's absolutely, I love doing that.
Yeah,
But also, then this is like, as you say, there's no point in you going off doing all these different things if they're not actually going to make you any money.
I know that's the thing. Yeah,
Like that, you have to be practical about it as well.
right.
As much as we want to be all like, oh, everything's going to be fine. Sometimes we just have to be practical as well and say, look, okay, what is going to make me money? What's going to bring in, bring in that money in a
Right.
really skillful way as well. I mean, you don't have to sell your soul either to do that, but you also have to decide, right, well, these are 10 things that I would really like to do, but these two things are the ones that are going to bring in the money, so I'll do them.
Yeah, exactly.
I get to the other things eventually when I'm making the money.
Yeah, that's sort of where I'm at.
Yeah. I
Want
know.
to like feel productive and clear for a while rather than just kind of like, oh, what do I feel like doing? I just want to like, here's what I'm doing, here's the plan, I want to get to this point. And
Yeah, and like I had the similar conversation with my friend who does angel work, and but she's also a coach, and she's this and she's that and she's the other, and
yeah.
she's been working with a lady called Bernadette Doyle. Have you ever heard of her?
What's the first name?
Bernadette Doyle.
Well, sounds familiar.
Clientmagnets.com or something like that. But she's been working with her, and like that, it wasn't anything like rocket science or anything like, but it was like, pick something and do it.
Yeah.
Stop thinking about it, stop worrying about it, stop whatever, just pick something and do it, and then and commit to doing it, and then if it doesn't work, then pick something else.
Right.
The actual, oh, I don't know, leaves us stuck. It leaves us just sitting there going, I really don't know. And then we get nowhere. But if you just pick one thing and say, look, I'm going to give this my all and try my best, then the likelihood is that it'll start to come together, like,
Yeah.
And this girl actually did that, and it's really working for her. Like, she's everything is all about angels.
Yeah.
She said, okay, come on, let's do this.
Really? And so it's working for her?
Yeah. And I think it's more than anything else, I think it's the clarity that she found. Yeah. Just saying, yes, this is what I'm going to do. This is the one thing that I'm going to do for a while. And yeah, of course, there's different aspects to it, but the main theme for her is angels.
Yeah.
Rolled with it, like. So I think, I think sometimes that's usually the kind of the big thing. I think that's what happened to me as well. I was sitting around in Astroscope going, and I could do this, and I could do this, and I had a big long list of things that I could do, and I had done nothing.
Right.
I was like, nothing. And do you know Caroline Kirk?
Yes.
I'm good friends with Caroline. We've met in real life.
In person?
Yes, yeah. It's just like, she's just so lovely.
Yes.
And she's in, where is she at the moment?
Oh yeah, she got a real job, didn't she?
Yes. It was just so funny because she just thought, I don't know what to do in my life, and she'd moved back to Ireland from Thailand. The economy where she lives was just really dreadful. She just couldn't find anything, and she said, okay, I just need to do something. And so she chose, right, well, I'm getting out of the country. But she knew she didn't have a huge amount of money behind her to do anything. She was struggling to even pay the bills, kind of thing. And she just thought, oh, look, I'm out of here. And her dog died. I remember seeing her. She also had pictures of him. But her dog died. And so then she was literally free to go anywhere and do anything she wanted. And so she picked it, and she's having a great time.
I know, it sounds like a fabulous job, whatever it is.
She got a job in Saudi Arabia first.
Wow.
Hated that. I mean, it paid a fortune, but she hated it. But because she had said, this is what I'm doing, I'm getting out of the country, I'm doing whatever, it just flowed. And all of a sudden she ended up this lovely job, and she was in Switzerland, and now she's in France.
Wow. What does she do?
She's a nanny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she just did it.
I have a friend who's a life coach, and she doesn't have kids or anything, and she has so much energy, and but she's same thing, just not paying the bills, and just get the fuck out of here, What are you
doing? If that was me, I'd be sitting on a mountaintop in India or something.
Yeah. You have nothing turning you down here. Don't stay. My God.
I know. But then we also have to give ourselves a break as well, because we do have children, and we do have a life outside our businesses as well. And I think that when you decide that there's something that you want to do and you're going to roll with it, then it seems to, even in the last few weeks, I said, okay, this is what I'm doing, and it feels so much easier.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm doing.
Right.
okay, I sit down at the computer and I have to do this because I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it just seems yeah, it just seems an awful lot easier, I think. So yeah, hopefully there's some clarity will come the next
Yes,
while
I
as
feel
well.
like you can just even sending an email to this coach and writing out, some what I'm going through right now. Like,
Yeah.
feel the clarity is coming. It's funny how even just contacting a coach like that starts to.
Yeah. And like, have you like, do you still want to do the like the
Ask.
spa and the kind of self love kind of thing and that?
Yeah, definitely. It like healing and self compassion and the blogging all feel like part of what I'm supposed to be doing
Yeah.
somehow. But knowing where to be like really focusing my attention, because it seems like just trying to get individual sessions right now does not feel like the most productive.
I did I did this I think there's a Facebook group. It's Gina and Jordana or something of their
Yeah,
name.
yes, yeah.
And they did like a free 14-day Facebook, like get your people on Facebook kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, it was like, it was actually very good. They were really, really nice. They're really, really nice people. And they really helped they helped as many people as they could in the time that they had. But, they were basically like, know exactly what it is you were doing. That's what they were saying. Like, if you have your one liner, I help women with self-compassion or whatever it is.
Right.
And if you know that's your one line, so every time you go somewhere, if you're sitting in a Facebook group and somebody says, what do you do? Boom, out it comes. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to panic. Oh my God, what is it that I do? And, because that's what happened to me. I was like, oh my God, what do I do? I don't know what I do. And their advice was to like they had to me, it sat well with me in one way, and then it didn't in another. But it was basically join Facebook groups in order to find your perfect client, which okay, I get it, but it kind of felt a bit sneaky, like just I'm only joining this group so I can
Get clients.
get
Yeah.
clients. But in the same way, they were really good with saying, you can't just jump in there and say, hi, I'm Rachel, I do this. They were like, no, you have to help out. You have to or even just to pop into the group and say, I've got a half an hour spare if anybody'd like some,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
on whatever it is you do. And like there's no strings attached, there's no you do not even attempt to say this is my website or this is my Facebook group or whatever, and then they're basically saying just get on with it. But another part of it was to have to actually set up your own Facebook group, but for it to be free, so you get people into your Facebook group, and then from that Facebook group you get them into your paid Facebook group.
Right.
Which sounds like a lot of work, but it depends on the tone you set from the start, I think.
Yeah.
I'm in a Facebook group where it's not that active, but it's purposely not that active.
Uh-huh.
It's really gentle and really nice. And I think if I was to have if I was to have a Facebook group, I think it would be the same. I don't want to overload people with, oh, what's the next project? What's our next thing? What do you think of this? I want people to kind of digest the information that they're getting and to come and talk about it if they want to, and that kind of thing. Like Astra's group is really fun and it's great and everything, but sometimes it's like, oh my God, there's so much going on. Like,
right.
And there are some Facebook groups like that as well. But I think it'd be nice to have something slow, and so a free one of them, I think I could handle. If you know what I mean.
If you have of your own to start one, you mean?
Yeah, to start with, and basically this is what they were saying. I think I don't know which one it is. I think it was the girl Jordana.
Mm-hmm.
She has they're earning lots of money and they don't even have a Facebook page.
Right, I know. Yeah, they kind of made a big splash on the scene, and they're everywhere now. I see them.
Yeah, and the thing is, you can see by them that they are genuinely helping out.
Yeah,
Like if they're in a group and they pop up. They're not popping up so that it's like, oh, come to me and I'll do this, that, and the other. They're genuinely trying to help.
right.
So I think it's that kind of thing, like just to come, if that might be a good idea if you get clear on what it is you're going to do to use Facebook in that way rather than trying to get people to sign up straight away.
Yeah, I know.
Because I know, of course, I would love for people to sign up straight away.
Yeah. No,
It,
it's true. You
it,
have to build a relationship with
yeah,
people. Yeah,
and it seems to be one of the quickest ways to do it.
right.
It seems as if like Facebook groups have nearly replaced the Facebook page.
I know, it's true. There's
You
so
know?
many. That's where I get a little overwhelmed. Like, oh my God, there's so many. Do we really need another Facebook group?
Yeah, but then like the thing is, because we're the ones who are in them, going from one to the other or whatever, it gets really overwhelming.
Yeah,
But if you said, okay, the reason why I'm in these groups is for this reason, and the reason why I have my own group is
yeah,
whatever, and then and if you set the tone for like, because like we know that you can set a tone in a Facebook group, even though it's online. But if you set the tone for it to be really nice and quiet and gentle, and this is a place away from all the madness of people constantly, you know,
yeah,
back and forth on Facebook and talking away, like whatever, but so that you don't have to be there all the time, because that's my problem. I'm thinking, oh God, a free group and then a paid group. Jesus, where would I find the time?
exactly.
Like and for the amount of money that you'd make, are you, just doing it all for free?
I know.
So it's hard to know, like, but I don't mind maybe trying it
Yeah,
because obviously it's worked for these girls,
right.
and if
Yeah,
it's
with their model for.
yeah, that seems to have worked for them. Like they've a lot of people there, and they're not up and running that long.
Yeah, I know.
It takes people, and it's a very interactive group as well.
Yeah, I do notice that. I've been in there a few times.
Yeah, so it's like I did a good bit of the challenge, and I kind of like they say like find 5 Facebook groups that you would happily post in, happily help out, and happily do things, and then forget about the rest. If you're in a group that you never post in, leave it.
Yeah.
If and that way, then you've got your 5 groups that your target market are hanging around in.
Right.
And then you post in there, and people get to know you. Then they're like, oh, there's that Rachel girl again. She's nice. And then on their days where it's like, oh, you can post whatever, invite them to your Facebook group.
Yeah.
So they can do then.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of maybe, I think it seems like a good idea. Whether it'll work or not, I don't know. But
yeah.
It's for the one thing though, it's free marketing as well. It's free.
Right.
You're not paying for a Facebook group, and you're not, so.
Yeah, exactly. Another thing that I've seen someone do, there's 3 kind of similar groups that I'm a part of that's like, I don't know, hippies, starseeds, and whatever, and another one is like energy healers, blah, blah, blah. And so groups like that. And there's a guy who posts every single day, I think even weekends, in those 3 groups. And it always shows up in my notifications, like.
Yeah.
And so his name and his face are very familiar to me because he does those posts right every morning in those 3 groups. And I haven't really followed him much, like to see what, I think he's a therapist maybe even in New York. Yeah. But I just thought, oh, that's an interesting, to have that consistency. One where he's writing, it's essentially a blog post, but he's putting them on Facebook.
Yeah. And the fact that he has
regularly, it's like it's a way to get visibility.
Yeah, and the fact that he is posting. Somebody at my door. No, I'm finished. It's probably just somebody looking for something.
Yeah.
there's the fact that he is he's got his right amount of, or his groups. He probably has 3 groups that he posts in all the time.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
You know, so then you don't have to be worried about, oh, where am I going to post today? What am I going to do? How's this going to work? You know, you just go, okay, well, I've got these groups that I post in, that I help out in, that I'm really active in, and then people eventually kind of say, oh yeah, I know that girl or whatever, like go on their market page.
Like, oh, I think of him as sort of like, he's pretty well known because I've seen his face and name consistently for, you know, every day in these groups.
Yeah.
I don't really know anything about him, but I just thought, oh, that kind of consistency is important too. Like, it's good.
Yeah, you see, I think that's it. Like, I think it's the consistency, and I presume whatever her name is, Gina and Jordana, they're probably doing the same.
Yeah, right, they do.
They have a consistent, you know, it's like, oh, here we are. You know, I don't even know where I came across them, but
I think I might have sent you to them because I had posted something in the
yeah. But like that, it's they seem to be consistent, and they did B school as well.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, and so I presume that you know, and the thing is, like, both of them are self-employed.
Yeah.
You have to make it work.
Exactly.
So that, you know, they're probably
like they might. Well, one of them was a lawyer, so it sounds like they might have had some money, or they have some family money or something. Because
yeah, but still, you don't need money either, like to get started in this kind of thing, because it's online. There's not a huge amount, apart from, like, I see that they do.
Right.
You spend money, like, but you wouldn't have to. You know, if you don't want to be like, unless you want to be on the same scale as them.
Yeah.
You know, I can't imagine myself waking up to post in a group with 3,000 women in it.
Yeah, wow. Is it 3,000 now they have?
Yeah.
Oh, it's double what it was like last time I was in there, so that's good.
Yeah.
For them.
Yeah, and
you know, they're married and they're working together on it, so it's kind of like their whole life.
Yeah.
Plus their profile picture is like gonna draw people.
Yeah, exactly.
Their wedding photo.
Yeah. But like Jodie and Dan are the same, aren't they? Like,
yeah,
life. That's it, you know. So it's easy to do it if you've got somebody to do it with.
I would love that. That's my ideal.
Yeah.
Speaking of it,
you'd probably be like, oh God, I'm so sick of you. I don't know. I don't think I'd could. I'd be like, oh, get out of my face.
Yeah, no, I would love to work with somebody like that.
I think in my dreams I would, but I think in reality, I think I'd probably be my husband to work with him all day.
Yeah.
Like, we get on well. We get on really well, but
yeah,
if we were stuck together all day now, there might be a different story.
Right.
So yeah, so that's it.
Well, I have to pack up.
Thanks for having the patience.
Oh yeah, no problem. So maybe we can check in tomorrow if we want to do any pre stuff. I'll be available beforehand.
Great, and I will be as well. I'll be around. So
okay.
Yeah, I'll be around as well. So yay! It's really good. I feel like, you know, I'm kind of like, I don't feel like because normally I'd be thinking, oh, geez, I had to do a webinar, like, or like, you know, I'd be like, shit, what have I signed up to do? What have I got myself into? But I actually feel pretty okay about it. I'm really relaxed about it.
I know, me too. It's so great.
I think it's because we're doing it together as well.
Yeah,
it takes the heat off, like.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, but yeah, it just feels really good. Like, it feels really nice.
Yeah, same here.
Yay!
Well, enjoy the day.
Okay, you too. Enjoy your day.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.